Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Going silent, going AWOL, unless you work for A and L or Ali or something like that, but going radio silent or radio, Angel Radio, you might like Angel Radio, you might be the producer of it, but I'm going AWOL is what I'm hearing, like I've gone missing. I mean, is somebody looking for somebody that have physically gone missing, or is it the fact that you're just like, you know what, I am just going to be missing off the face of the earth? Okay, okay, has somebody lost a person physically, like physically lost a human being, and they are in heaven? Okay, because I'm hearing some strange music as well, which would be Honey Leave the Light On For Me. It's like some really old tunes, another one with heaven in it, but I can't quite think, or the name Heather. You might be paying your taxes or something like that, or you might work for a taxi service, or you might be a Seven or a Cancerian, you could be dealing with those. But I'm definitely hearing, you know what, this is my own little piece of heaven, is when it is actually peace and quiet. When I'm not bothered, and when I'm not talking, and when I'm very quiet. I mean, Pisces, God's honest truth, man, if you're acting like a shark, and you're battering someone's head in, I feel like that's too much for them. If you're on the other end of the scale, you're definitely got to be dealing with a Libra somewhere for a lot of you. I don't know where this Libra energy is coming from, but it really is coming up quite big just lately. So, what I keep hearing for you is that this is my own little piece of heaven that is very quiet and very peaceful and very tranquil. It's kind of like there's a place that you go, either one in your mind, okay, or you go somewhere, they're saying, or ghost or lodger, or you go somewhere, okay, and it's kind of like, this is where I like it because it's so peaceful and it's so quiet and nobody bothers me. Because it feels like a little fish or like a little mouse, so you could be dealing with a Leo, but it's kind of like this, I don't know, your beginning message that started off all this off for your weekly was my own little piece of heaven. I've got my own little piece of pie. It's a little bit like, you know what, I've worked really hard on my diet. I actually have. But like, I've worked really hard on my diet, or like, I've worked really hard today, and to be honest, I just want to sit down, put my feet up, have some Rocky Road, put on the Netflix, put on the old box, and just be quiet, turn my phone off and not listen to all the chatter. Now it might be the fact that you could have certain gift, obviously, like myself or something, and you're getting a lot of stuff in your head and you're kind of like, you know what, there is one thing in life that I do the most that actually doesn't give me any shit or drama in my life whatsoever. So to me that would be a thing. Now that thing could be a Stephen, right, Stephen King thing. But it might be the fact that this one thing that you have that brings you the most amount of joy, right, is the fact that, you know what, I'm going to switch off everything and I'm physically just going to concentrate on that. Because at that time, that is when you seem to find and be at peace the most, is when you do this one thing, right, is what they're saying. What else have you got, Pisces? They're not really telling me too much because all I heard was silence, like shh, just silent, or Simon, or Sam or Samantha, but S's, okay, anything of S, but S and M. Some of you could be with an E or an M, or an Emily or Emma or Melissa or Maria or Mel or Kim. Mel Kim. Somebody could have a sugar mama here or a sugar dad. I'm also hearing that. I mean, you guys are like, look, this is my only bit of sugar I have per week, and I'm on Canderel. So just leave me alone, Mel, or like Canderel. But like, you know, this is the only bit of sugar, and this is the only bit of time I have. Someone could actually be with a sugar daddy, is what I'm hearing, or like you are the daddy. It's like you're the daddy, aren't you? You could be having something to do with like your mother and father. I don't think that. I think ex, children, daddy, go see your mum, go see your dad. Lulu, come to Harry, Lulu. Louise, I'm also picking up the name Louise or Lucy, which would be Capricorn, but that would also be a 6, which would mean Gemini. If you have not seen my channel before, this leads me into the segment of saying there is a video that is provided below that explains a hell of a lot of why a Jack and a King and a Queen, Jack, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, or Jackie, that comes up in your readings because it relates to the numerology. Because Pisces is not divisible by 3, there's not really too much that you can do of watching any other. But if you have another placement, look for that one. Me, Gemini Moon, 6, can watch Capricorn also. Would be involved in the channeled stuff and the messages and why you would possibly pick up certain signs. Okay, so this is where this really helps, I feel, when we do the brutal truth, the karmic truth. right? But again, if any of you Pisces batshit crazy people out there that are blaming the karmic for being with someone else, this is not that reading, okay? I do not believe in the twin flame karmic of where people explain to you they left me for the karmic. No, because that means that you're trying to exempt yourself from the pain and the struggle and the karma that you have, okay? So this is not they left me for the karmic, because that means that you've just picked up a vocabulary word from a twin flame reader. That's not this, okay? This is the karma that we all have, all of us, and what we experience separately and also together as a collective energy, where it's basically what's going on in your mind and what's going on in their mind, their thoughts, their feelings, and the emotions that are being stirred up that start to create the actions through the actual reading that gives you your reading for the week. Do you see? So obviously it's like a you versus them, but it's not. It's my way of doing it. Okay? It's just a karmic truth. It's stuff where negative energy creates a negative feeling. The feeling, the emotions get projected out, and that's what we get back. There is no, in my belief, there is no actual witchcraft. It's just natural born ability to physically manifest confusion. So in order for me to do my job right, I'm trying to cut down on the amount of confusion that people have and physically try to get people looking at tarot and messages a different way, okay? So, very important. If you follow the channel for a while, you know. If you haven't, there's quite a few videos around the place that you might want to catch up on, okay? So it feels like that people want to catch up with you, and you're like, you know, this is catching up with me. Something seems to be chasing you, Pisces. I don't know if it's a dog or a cat or a Leo, but like something seems to be chasing me all the time. Now the name Jason or Jack or Julian or Jason, but something seems to be chasing me all of the time, like chasing my tail, like chasing the dragon, like a dragon or a physical like Capricorn energy, but it seems to be chasing my tail all the time. Like I mean, is this a physical dog that goes around and around in circles? Go, look, it's chasing its tail. Just watch it go, right? Or is this like a bottle top or a spin top, and someone is completely and utterly out of control around you? So y'all have to watch the Aquarian reading, because you come up in that one, and it was a chariot that was in reverse. So somebody here was literally nuts about a person. Now you're either eating nuts, or like somebody is like a squirrel, and this is a squirrel that's like spins around. I mean, have you got like squirrel nuts or something? Or something to do with nuts and bolts and stuff? I don't know what that's for. I mean, is this Frankie or Frankenstein or something? But like nuts and bolts and things, I don't know what that's for. Like a mechanic or something? Or Mike and the mechanic? You live in years. Every generation blames the one before, and all of their frustration, I'm afraid that's all we've got. So Mike or Michael the mechanic. Mike is a mechanic, apparently. So I really feel that someone is chasing their tail. 5, so you're dealing with a 5, so you could be dealing with a Leo, because that hugely came up in theirs. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Cancerian, 5 or so. It's just related to other readings, Pisces, because yours normally is last. I'm sorry that it is always last, Pisces, but because it's just easier for me. I go off a list, you know, I'm like, okay, Aries, blah, 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 and I'm just so used to doing it. I'm sorry that yours is always last, but I always try to make sure that I haven't done too many readings before yours, so I can kind of give you my full lot of energy, like Lucifer Morningstar, okay? But like, you know, something is chasing. Like, so you got chasing and running, got 7 energy, 7 of swords, I would say. You got like a Cancerian or someone, or a 5, and someone is chasing a 5 from a 7. So you're dealing with a life path 5, or which is a Sagittarius, Taurus, in a placement. And then you're dealing with a 7, life path, or a Cancerian for a lot of you, not all of you, some of you. Whichever way around it is, somebody is chasing someone's tail, which means that I'm trying to track you down to find something out. Okay, so I don't know if anything this is legal, or the name Lee, or legal, or a legal, someone called Gal, or Gail, that's it, Gail, I'm hearing Gail, okay, but somebody is trying to track something down and trace something down and chasing itself, just like, because they keep picking up like a tail that's eating something, like it's just eating its own tail. So is this anything that is biblical, or I don't know, like a symbol of something? Could even be the Pisces symbol, but something that is literally just like eating its own tail, or eating it, like, whichever way, right? Somebody is chasing. Someone is running, right? Definitely running away, as the other person keeps trying to track them down. And you got huge energy that happened basically, Pisces, in the Leo reading. Now the Leo reading, if you haven't seen this before, could be dealing with Scorpio. You see, I'm a numerology reader. The Leo reading also represents the Aquarian reading because it's 8. So anywhere that is, watch the Aquarius reading, right? And you might see similarities in messages that are there for you. Okay? So what you've got is this energy that seems to be just like constantly like pulling at you all the time. Pulling and pulling and pulling and pulling as you like pushing. It's kind of like this goddamn tug of war. I want you, now I want you, no I want you, no I want you. Okay, you want me here, okay, I'm going there. Okay, you want me, okay. And it's kind of like all of a sudden everybody just comes out of nowhere wanting you for something, Pisces. Now if that's work, that's really good. But I keep hearing that, okay, I want you, okay, I want you now, and I want you, and then I want you, okay, I'll have you, okay, I'll have you also. I mean, are you dealing with a 7 of Cups? But I'm kind of like, okay, I want that, and I want that. And I mean, are you going to a hog roast or something, Pisces? And you're kind of like, ooh, I'll have a bit of that, and a bit of that, and a bit of that, and a bit of that. I mean, be careful around your weight, okay, if you're like going ham, alright? Or the name Pam. But I definitely keep picking up, like, you're very busy, Pisces, because someone's kind of like, look, oh, I want you. Oh, I'll have that as well. Oh my God, look at all these things that are in here. Look at all these guitars you've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the bedroom, and the other one, right? But yeah, I definitely keep hearing like a Pink Floyd moment of like, oh, look at all these guitars you've got. Like, so you could be doing like anything around music and stuff like this, where you've got, like, I have guitars, synthesizers, push-to machine, right? Ableton, VSTs, all that kind of stuff, right? Y'all might like the Next Angel Radio. Y'all can't see all this sort of stuff here, man, but there is like shit everywhere, Pisces. But like, I definitely keep hearing that for a lot of you, where it's all like music equipment and things like this, and you've just got stuff everywhere. Or like you've got a bit of stuff everywhere. Like, well, I've got a bit of stuff that lives over there, and I've got a bit of stuff that lives over there. I mean, now you're dealing with a complete player. I mean, if you're dealing with a Cancerian, more than likely, right? But I definitely keep hearing, okay, well, I've got a bit of stuff downstairs, I've got a bit of stuff over here, I've got a bit of stuff down there. I'm not being serious with this one, and I've got that one also. I've got that one on the go, and I'm not being serious about it. I mean, you've got someone that sleeps around quite a lot, is what I feel. Pisces, I don't know if this is you guys, I don't care, or someone else. But I definitely keep hearing, I mean, this might even be someone that you know. I mean, you might be like, look, my son's like that, and I can't stand the way they keep, like, just going around with everybody. But, like, I keep hearing, okay, well, I've got someone over there, and I've got someone in that country, and in that country, and in that country. I've got a little bit of me over in that country also. I mean, really? Is this someone scattering ashes or something? I don't know, because I keep picking up, like, a person, but one person in loads of different directions. So, sorry if there is that, and my tact is being partly Aquarian in my vocal vocabulary. But I keep picking up, like, there's a piece of someone in that country, that country, that country, and that country. So all I can really pick up is something's gone into the wind, and it's scattered ashes, maybe. So, the name Ashley, or Ash is to ashes, dust to dust. Melissa Dawn, you're right. But, like I'm over here, and it's like, well, I'm over here today. And then it's over to me, and it's over to you, Matthew. So, I don't know what this is. Like, there's a piece of me here, there's a piece of me there, there's a piece of me over there. I mean, really, I hope this isn't a physical person that is actually alive. You know, because there seems to be a bit of them everywhere. I mean, is this somebody that's, like, donating sperm somewhere? And they're like, well, I've got 4 kids in there. I got like 4 kids over there, and I got 3 kids there, and then 2 kids over in that country also. So that's got to be a sperm donor or a player, right? Surely, I don't know. But like, unless you are travelling from country to country to country, and you're like, you know what? Let's take this band on the run, right? Like Paul McCartney, and you're like, well, we might as well stick all this in the Jeep, get going, and we're going to go here. And you're making a plan, and you're kind of like thinking, right, let's look, put a little pin in that one, put like a little bit of like thing around it, and then travel over to this one, and then here, and then, I mean, is this someone that's like an investigator, and they're trying to like investigate like a criminal crime scene or something? Because I'm picking up on like red tape, or red read, or reading, or like red means recording, Jeremy. But like, let's put a bit of red tape here, or a bit of red like string or something, and then track it to that one, and then track it to this one, and someone's either like planning a journey and a trip that they want to visit here, 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 and here, or like a I don't know, like this is like a police thing, and somebody's being tracked. Now, obviously, if there's an absolute psychomaniac out there, then don't worry yourselves over it, because I am picking up on this may be someone that works for the police force or something where they track people's movements, okay? Because I'm definitely picking up like a track and trace system. Now, this could even be something that's being pinged, okay? Ping it, wing it, okay? This could even be a spirit. This could be anything, but I'm definitely picking up like something is being pinged from here to here. So somebody could be sending money to another country and pinging things over and across over, like, I don't know what on earth is this spirit that's being pinged. Well, the only thing I can think, because I don't actually use that, but you know when you get like a mobile app and you can actually use a thing called Ping It or whatever, and you can like ping money over into an account and then into another account. I mean, y'all guys on Bitcoin, stuff like that, and doing that kind of thing, right? That might be that, where you're investing small amounts of money into, mine isn't a pension, but like, you know, like putting a bit of money into this, sticking a little bit of money into that, and then doing the Bitcoin thing, and then like looking at the whatever that is and then taking it out and putting it here. I mean, that is like a pension. So if you're looking into a pension scheme or you've got one, that is the best investment I ever feel that's safe, because that is what they do. If you've got money, the best thing you can invest it in, the only ever thing you can ever really invest money into that's the best, and that is property. That's housing, development and property. That's why we built this place. That's what we used to do with my family, okay? But the best thing that you can ever really invest in is the house or a house. The second best thing is a pension, because pension schemes, that's pretty much what they work off. You know, it depends on which pension scheme that you go in, but normally when you invest money into it, they have high class people that know exactly, because the computer does it itself. The computer pretty much knows when to draw money out, and then, okay, we're losing stock, we're losing shares, and the computer pretty much then puts it into something else, blah, 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 and then you get obviously a higher investment rate. The more you put into a pension, the more interest you get, the more you get out of it later. So some of you could really be looking into pension schemes and putting money aside into something and thinking, you know what, this really could be a safe bet for me to put my money more into that. Okay, I really do keep picking up. So that message, Pisces, for a lot of you has now turned into, well, that's that. That could be pinging it and transacting money, and some of you could be like Bitcoin. Me, I wouldn't go on Bitcoin. I don't know what it does and what it means. But that's really not my thing. I don't think that that is a safe bet for me to be doing things like that. I would rather invest my money into, like I said, into a pension scheme. Okay, but whichever floats your boat, Pisces. Could be dealing with a 6, which mean a Capricorn or a Gemini, or you might have all this in your chart, or it could be someone around your soul group. But I'm definitely picking up though that there's energies of like I said, it's something of planning of travel maybe, but it could well be, for some of you, very few, where it's something being tracked. It's trying to track, like algorithm or alchemy in you. Some of you are obsessed by alchemy in you and you're tracking her movements. Is she okay? Don't stalk her, for God's sake. You probably annoy her like you are me, some of you. Not you, Pisces, but man, I've had some beef around my channel. Obviously, a lot of you probably know. And I think, as far as I know, Natalie's got the same placements as me, more likely. Apart from, I think, what does she have? A Sagittarius moon? Mine is Gemini, so yeah, I would say a lot of same placements. But yeah, sort of like tracking movements and probably algorithm, looking at the algorithm and tracking movements and stuff for a lot of you. Because I'm hearing some things being tested, like I need to test something and put it to the test to see if it works. So like an MOT, or like you might be going for a, I don't know, because I can kind of, some strange reason I keep picking up on someone's gun, it's actually reminding me of mine. But you know, when you've got like, if you've got like a zooped up car, it actually tells me on my computer screen, it says bling bling bling, car needs servicing. So you might be having your car serviced, but I am also picking up like a valet, having it validate, Okay, validated, or like you're looking for validation, or Valerie, but you're looking for Val. Somebody is looking for a Valerie. I'm looking for I'm looking for a salary. So some of you could be looking for Sal, or some of you could be looking for a salary, and you're looking for a rise in your pay packet, or you're looking for Sal, or you're looking for for Sal. What do you know? Could have something to do around a Scorpio, but you're like looking for something that is for sale, or to put something up for sale. I mean, is this Alexa? Or do you drive an Alexa? Or you have an Alexa sale, right? But like, let's have a sale, like a car boot sale, or a sale, or like you're putting something up for sale, okay? Or you're looking to buy something that is for sale, okay? That's that message for you. So I don't know what that's going to relate to. Is this a property or a business or something, and you're going to sell it, and you're like, you know what, I'm going to sell it. Sod it, let's sell it. Yeah, go on then, take it. I'll sell it. Someone might want to buy it off you, whatever it is that you've got, they might want to buy it. Okay, if you're selling things, blah, 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 if there's like customers coming in, you're like, oh, I'll buy that off you. Okay, oh yeah, you've got that. Okay, I'll buy that also. Okay, you do whatever it is. Thank you very much. Yeah, go on then, I'll have a reading, or I'll have whatever off you, thank you. Those kind of things, or like, hello madam, what would you like? Yeah, I'll sell you that, you know. So crystal, alright crystal, but like crystals or whatever that is, but yeah, I'll buy, it's buying, selling, Libra, that kind of thing. What else was they kind of also kicking on there for you? Salary. Some of you could be eating celery. You could be physically thinking, you know what, Stephen, I'm going to start like juicing celery, and I'm going to have a celery stick and munch on it. Did you actually know that celery isn't that great for you, to be honest? It depends if you're on a juice diet, and I mean literal just juice. But celery apparently isn't as good for you as what people think that it is. But, you know, you'll have to do your own kind of research there. But I'm thinking, you know what, the only thing I can really munch on is a piece of celery. That's pretty much the worst thing you could really do, to be honest. But, I don't know, each to their own. I mean, I used to drink it. It depends on your body type. When I lost all of my weight for a start, I used to drink loads of celery. But juice it and then drink it. And I used to drink a lot of that. But, man, my diet was very strict back then when I lost loads of weight. Okay, so you might be looking into celery. You might be looking into your celery and thinking, you know what, where's half my money being pinged to? Right? Unless you're from China or something like that. but I definitely keep hearing ping, okay? But something is being pinged. They keep saying ping, 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 ping. I mean, is this your phone? And it goes ping. This is WhatsApp. This is WhatsApp. It goes ping, ping. And you're like, oh, really? Ping. This is the chasing and running bit where you're like, my God, thank God my phone is not pinging anymore. If it is, I'm just going to put it on silent and stop it from pinging. That's probably where the omen may have come in, but it isn't. Why is that? Because I've put my phone on silent. But like ping, 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 ping. And you're like, Jesus, if this phone goes ping once more, Jesus, I ain't going to like it. Unless you do. I don't know, but some of you are very busy and you're like, there's the tranquil bit of like, man, thank God that I could just have a moment's peace and a bit of tranquility. For a lot of you, that's what I can hear, and that's what, listen, half these messages, I reckon they're completely and utterly true. Me, it's up to you whether they are or not, or whether they start to happen or are happening, but they are very placid general messages. But when you're in my head and you see all of this happening, that's still a message. Right? So very busy, phone pinging a lot. Something to do with phone banking quite a lot, and you are the phone banker, and you're having to phone the bank to try and get a new card or something. Some of you are an absolute brasset broke, right? But you need a new card or something. Like, I need to phone the bank so I can get a new card, and I need a new PIN number. Some of you have probably gone mad on the twin flame bit and then hid all your identity and whatnot, and then you're like, no, my God, now don't do all of that stuff, where everybody starts getting narked and paranoid and God knows what else, and starts hiding all of their emails and their like everything. And I've got to hide everything. I need a new bank account, need a new identity and everything, because Wild Twin Flame Stalker is like literally going mad at me. Don't go down that road, because you lost your mind with the twin flame business. Right? Your awakening has took heed of you losing your mind. Why is that, Pisces? Look at heaven. How far is that? Ooh, heaven is a place on... Ooh, hell is a place on earth. They say in hell that love comes first. Ooh, hell is a fish on earth. Right? But like, you know, they say in heaven that it's a place on earth, but heaven is the furthest place you can ever reach when you go to physics. Metaphysics, quantum physics, any physics. Y'all can't never see, know where it is or anything. It's out of another dimension. So you took my love to another dimension, right? So when your head's out there like a Pisces, man, y'all come back like, holy shit, how long's this been since I've been doing all of this? A very long time. That's a Pisces all over. That's what I love about being one. My head can reach dimensions that I could possibly ever imagine. But when y'all dealing with the twin flame bit and the metaphysical, and you're like, oh my God, I've been doing this for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years and still going through the same thing. What's your private hell loop look like? Right? Honestly, state in the comment section of what the place where you are now, right? What does your private hell look like, unless you're called Paul Weller? Private Hell. Right? Great tune. Listen to it. If you've never heard it, Paul Weller, Private Hell. Right? But what does your private hell loop look like? What is it that you keep doing that drives you mad the most? Okay? Guarantee that's probably life, right? Which is a lie. But yeah, your private loop, okay, came up in my songs a long time ago, which is Angel Radio, caught in a loop. Okay, the ghost energy, caught in a loop, whatever I called it. But it's something about the ghost and the dramatic performance of opera and like everything else, and the ghost in the... I'm also hearing the ghost in the shell, or Michelle, or ghosting us. Sorry, Michelle, but someone's going to ghost you. That's what they're saying. If you're called Michelle or Mel or Melanie or Melissa or Mel, somebody's either ghosted you or you're ghosting them. But whichever way, I definitely keep picking up like ghost is the shell, right? So like shell or something. Yeah, but you know, your private hell is a loop that you play out daily. What's your worst nightmare? I guarantee you it's roughly when you're at your solar return. Well, you're not your solar return, your karmic return. Right, your karmic return is your own private hell. That's when you hit one of those. Fuck, you'll know about that one. Right? Well, like, that's normally when people cark it and they're like, right, I'm out, I can't take this shit no more, Danny Glover. Right? But yeah, I made it through that one. That was a big one, man. That was when I lost my father, my nan, my brother, my job, my house, my home, my sanity. Somebody went to court nearly and lost, nearly went to prison or nearly like lost their license. What else, man? I don't think there could have been much else. I put on loads of weight, got panic attacks, anxiety, nearly started thinking, right, I'm out, I can't handle this, bruv. I need to sit outside of a church that I've never been before and sit and beg for some sort of mercy. What happened? I met the first twin flame. That drove me absolutely up the wall. What happened after that? I met 7 more. Right? But do you know what I'm saying? Probably you don't. Because some of you could be on that time like, well, my first love is like, I'm going to stick with this one soulmate, unknowing to yourselves that you've got more to come. Like you think, okay, well, at least when I get over my first twin flame, there's going to be the next one I'm going to meet. It's going to be the best one. No. Hopefully some of you are not still on that same timeline where you believe that you have one soulmate forever. Fuck no, bruv. You have billions. Why is that? You believe in past life? How many people do you think you've slept with in your lifetime? Lifetime. Right, that doesn't exist. How many times have you been born? How many times have you died? How many times have you come back, obviously? So how many people have you ever spoke to, met, slept with? Thousands, billions. You dirty Pisces. Right? But, yeah. So what have we got? We are on my last time, Pisces. I've got to go to the hospital tomorrow, and then I've got another appointment after that. So if yours is a little bit late, I do apologise. I'm going to try and get it out today, which is the 7th. But yeah, cholesterol, and then come back, and then on the 16th is my sleep app. Yes, bruv, I might be able to get that under control at last. CPAP, thank God I can try and breathe, man. I had a bad night last night, real bad headache. Oh man, any of you out there got like problems with your sleep, with like sleep apnea? Ever experienced that? The headaches, and everything that can cause in the morning when you wake up and you sleep. That's, man, I'll be terrible married. Right, oh God, it's awful, man. Pisces, anything concrete. You're looking for evidence. Evie, Stevie, Evie, Devi. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Looking for something. Looking for something new to do. I don't know, man. I'm going to stop because they're very sporadically nothing, to be honest. I don't think you've got that much drama unless you're going to drama school. Okay, unless you begin with D. If you're a D, or you're a devil, or you're a Dan, oh dear. I'm sorry, but I'm kind of hearing, well, oh dear. Okay, no, Elijah, go away with it. No, I don't want to know. It's boring now. Stop it. Why do you call a deer with no eyes? It's just stupid. Right. Let's see. So, you versus, well, okay. What does Pisces... So it's also like really hot, man, and it's so hard to concentrate when I am sweating like your grandmother's chocolate box. It's awful. It's like going into a box of milk tray and it's all melted and you're like, oh. So it might be really hot where you are and you're like, man, I am dripping like a messed up fridge. Right? But I don't know. I mean, I keep picking up that someone's fridge is going to break physically because I've said it in the last 2 or 3 readings. So I think that there might be something to do with around that you need a new fridge or you're looking for an air conditioner or something. But like something to do with like water taps or dripping or something like that, or it's just really hot. Right? Or sun, I can pick up... So you could be dealing with a Leo, but like I'll keep picking up the sun, like huge. Okay, but like hot. Let's see, so... What does Pisces partner think and feel about Pisces? What does Pisces partner think and feel about Pisces? What does Pisces partner think and feel about Piscean? Woo! They want a brand new beginning with you, Pisces, and they want you to go and see them. They're trying to coach you back into being with them. Some of you are kind of like, you know what? Ooh, heaven is a place on hell and not hell on earth because I am going to spend some time alone on my own. I am turned into Macaulay Culkin or whatever. Oh, okay. What do you know? So I'm probably drinking things like Diet Coke or something, right? And I've turned on to Macaulay Culkin. What do you know? I had it in my hand. That's funny, right? I don't actually drink this stuff. But when it is really hot like this, man, I have actually put down the coffee and gone on to diet, no sweetener, no added preservatives, just diet pop. But I'm hearing my pop. Oh, okay. I'm hearing my pop or my papa, or Paula. Someone could have lost their papa here. But I'm going to go and visit my papa. So I keep hearing that papa, pen. Someone might be going to the penitentiary, or Penny. The name Penny? Penny Lane, you're in my ear, you're in my... Oh, Penny, you seem to be in someone's ear all the time. Right? Well, I'm in someone's... Or someone's penny pinching you, Penny. Be careful, because they might be pinching your pension. So be careful around your pension if you're just like dishing your pension out. Because I keep hearing a pensioner or a pension or penny pinching my pension. And I don't know what that's for. If you've got a pension and you're just been giving that to other people and your pension, well then your grandkids need to be more grateful because you seem to be giving them all of your money, Jano. But like something around someone's pension. So I don't. That's not bad energy. I just keep picking up like that someone's like picking out a pension scheme, or there is a pension that somebody is like there's money left over in a pension and they're giving it to somebody, which means that a person might be writing out like their memoirs or something of like, well, you know what, I might not be here long, so let's treat the grandkids and all of that kind of stuff, right? That's what I'm hearing for a lot of you. Yeah, let's treat your grandkids, let's treat you then. Because I'm hearing, does that suit you, sir? Yeah, that suits me well, thank you. So, someone's very grateful. It's always good to be grateful for what you have, Pisces, right? But yeah, how sorry, because this turns into like a you versus them, the dynamic, the twin flame, not the twin flame stuff. Well, it is. I ain't going to go into that anymore. I'm not a twin flame reader, okay? But like, it's not. I don't believe in them. It's just that I don't do twin flame readings because I read cards. I believe they're all the same, right? But I ain't going to go into that. Whatever you like, Pisces. But yeah, some of you might be saying that. Then that's why I said it. That you're going to see your twin flame, or you're in a twin flame thing, right? But you're kind of like woo, right? So. Yeah, so how does your partner think and feel about you? That they want you to go and see them, okay? But they do believe that you're on your own, okay? They think that you're on your own and you've got nobody else contaminating you, and you probably feel really happy at the moment, Pisces, because you've not got anything else to contend with, nothing that is worrying you on your mind. You know what, I'm not a worrywart, I'm just trying not to worry about it. But to be quite honest with you, I actually feel really good when I'm fresh, single and available to basically just be single and be happy with myself. Okay. So how does your partner think and feel about you is the fact that they want you to go and see them. That's pretty much what. Okay, how does Pisces' partner think and feel about Pisces? How do they think and feel about Pisces? Because there's an ending as a beginning starts, right? So it could be, oh, Jesus Christ, man. Well, they think and feel that you're a batshit crazy narc, Pisces. I'm sorry. Or you do them. But like, there's a hell of a lot of caution around here, to be honest with you. So how does your partner think and feel about you? That you are very confusing, and that you're worried about communicating with them. For a start, that could be another one, because it's kind of like, okay, I'm fresh, I'm single, and I'm available. But some of them out there, like I said, guys, if you are on the spiritual bit, where some of you Pisces have been battering the comment section with like, yeah, they left me for their karmic, blah blah blah. Sorry, but that's because they see you as a raving lunatic. Honest to God, don't worry about it. I've been there many years ago. Experienced it, wore the t-shirt, threw it out, got it back out, got another one. Everything else is just like, I've been through a wardrobe of them, right? So if you're on that metaphysical side and they are really not with you and they keep running away from you, that's because they see you as someone that's very controlling, okay? Because you're kind of like happy, right? So I have to look at both sides of it. But how they think and feel about you is also one of scared of commitment to commit back with one. So it depends on what timeline you're in, to be honest. Cancerian had this here of what do they think and feel about you, which is the fact that you are a narc. Now, if you are one, they would not be connecting with you and asking for you to reconnect with them. If they believe that you are narcissistic and controlling, well, I don't know, they're probably unaware, like what I said. But, they see you as a 9, which is like Virgo-y Leo energy. So what they think and feel is two contrasts of stuff that is so confusing for me to actually figure out, is the fact that you're happy on your own, but when you're happy and you know it, they come back wanting you to reconnect. So I disconnect, right? So I disconnect, and now what? You want me to reconnect? Really? What, with that energy? No, because that energy contaminates you. Virgo energy puts you in the mix, right? Puts you in purgatory, puts you in time out. This person physically feels that you're punishing them. For some of you, they think that you are literally out there just to drive them crazy and mad and punish them, right? Now, unless you're on Netflix and you are the punisher, they think and feel that you're physically punishing them for something, right? Now, are you? Are you physically battering their head in? Because if you're a Pisces and you're watching and they think that you're a raving lunatic narc, then stop. Then stop, right? But this is such a weird contrast of what they think and feel, because the energy of the Fool is fresh, single and available, and the 9 of Wands is where they think that you're a narcissist. So are you with this person physically already and you're still with them, and they think that you're a narc? Well, a narc would think that you're a narc. That's the trouble. A narcissist would think you're a narcissist. So if you're, like I said for ages, with the fight or flight and the private flight, you're right. If you are with the energy where I did the ascending, okay, and the evolution, when you're in terms of struggle and you're fighting, that's where you're definitely going to see each other as raving lunatics, right? So how they think and feel is, one, that you are scared to be with them, and that you are like confused. Okay, so like I said, a narc, well, I'm picking up some strange ones for this one. Okay, so a narcissist, is what I'm hearing, thinks that you're a narcissist, but they think that you're confused. That's what I'm saying. They think and feel that you're a narcissist, but they think and feel that you are confused. So how does... Well, we need to find out more, because it depends on what timeline you guys are on. Because honestly, Pisces are the ones that have been leaving comments like, yeah, I hate them, they left me for their karmic. Well, if you are those guys that have been doing that, because majority of those were Pisceans, you've been watching too much twin flame shit, bruv, and you are like lost your mind. You know, you really need to be careful on what you're doing when it comes around those energies, because when it comes around the corner here, you know, you start chasing your partner down because they're with someone else. Of course they're going to run away, because your first message is that someone seems to be running in the opposite direction. Well, I've had so many people that were also Pisces used to contact me. I have, Steve, I just need to quickly let you know that they could see me coming. And I said this in the Aquarian reading. They left me for their karmic, and they've been with their karmic for years, and they could see me coming in a car, and they both ducked their head and ran. Yeah, of course. Right, I'm sorry to be the bearer of it, but they do think that you're a raving lunatic here. Okay. So, I've got to go with that one, Piscean. Here. Pisces, how does Pisces partner think and feel about Pisces? How do they think and feel about Pisces? Five of Cups, Five of Wands. See, this to me is a Leo Virgo. Leo Virgo. This means courage and strength, perseverance to keep doing the same shit. Right? So I need courage in order to be able to like bring myself around, basically. So if it was a fire sign for me, it would be Leo. If it was a card, it would mean 9, so it would say Virgo. But it would definitely mean being gaslit, right? 100%. Because you've got these same cards in the same position that was in the Leo reading and the 5 here. Who fucking knows who's who? Because you can still pick whoever you like. Man, I did that in the Capricorn reading. It ended up being, oh man, I can't figure out who the hell is who in this dynamic here. But how they think and feel about you is very confused, very argumentative. Now, if you are a Piscean and you are not arguing with them, and you refuse to argue with them, and you are going radio silent, that's why. Because of control and gaslighting. They think and feel that you're tormenting with their energy and that you are tormenting them. If they are tormented, okay, and they're like, ah, and it happens to be this person that's going, ah, right, and you're like, they think that you're controlling. They think that you're controlling your own emotions and whatnot, and God knows, you know, and the fact that you don't want anything to do with this 5. But as it goes, some of you out there, Pisces, are raving lunatic narcs, and I've got to go with it exactly as I did as the Cancerian reading. Okay, so, but Pisces, to popular belief, if you looked at a number and you was to go off the book and say, okay, what is a 9? Well, that's the moon. The moon is a 9. So if the book says Pisces, you're obviously like a Virgo-y moon. Okay, Virgo, opposite end of Pisces, moon, 9. Okay, so for a lot of them, they think that you're a raving lunatic nut, Pisces. So the best thing to do, if that is what they do feel and think about you, and they are telling that about you, is to stay out of their way. Honestly, I'll be honest with you, if they think that, stay out their way. If they don't think that and they want you in their life, then they think that you're worried and scared around the 5 of Wands, of course. Okay, so Pisces, something right? No. So unless, some of you have been saying that you're Pisces with a Pisces. Okay, well that might be feasible. Pisces with a Pisces. Well, what you've got here, if I go off any of it, is Virgo, Leo possible, and then Sagittarius, Taurus, 5s, right? 5s. It'll always come up in a general reading. It really doesn't matter. those placements will always come up in a general reading, because when I'm calling out that name, that number is going to be called out, right? That's how I read, and that's what you've got. So how do you think about them? How does Pisces think about their partner? How does Pisces think about their partner? Out of balance, out of reach, that you're divorced. Oh man, okay. Some of you guys, Melissa and all that, right, y'all guys been going through this for God knows how long, right? Trying to get divorced, or you are divorced. I know you've been trying to go through all this with the kids and everything, right? That's why this is here, Libra. Because it recollects me now. All of you guys have been like, yeah, I know, I've got to try and get divorced from this person, they're a raving lunatic, narc and everything else. Like slating everybody all up in the comment section. Yeah, I've lost my mind. Sorry, but they do think that you're a narcissist here, right? Well, if you're trying to get divorced and you've been married with this person for God knows how long, they are going to. That's a prison sentence right there with this in reverse, right? That's where things have hit the fan, literally, and this is all kinds of things of where you see it as unfair, and that might be why you hate this person that much, and that's probably why they see you as a narcissist here. Because this person, well, how you think and feel that this is unfair. Right? You see that the things in life of what they do to you are not fair, but why are you with them? So you can't be, right? But people do love to keep doing the same shit over and over again for a long time, right? They just refuse to move on, right? But how do you think and feel about your partner is the fact that they're a raving lunatic narc, and the fact that it's unfair, right? But majority of these messages are because you've been married with this person for quite some time. Because Libra means that it's been there for a long time. It's a long time coming, but I know change gonna come. Unless you're in a third party energy and you think that the other person is having their wicked way with another person. Because I keep picking up like the wicked stepmother, or your mother even. There's something here, but this is where things are like really out of, like because this can be where your boss doesn't pay you enough money. This can be where, because this is a very controlling card, because it means that this is a huge establishment that gets everything but doesn't distribute it out to others fairly. So this can be like a high corporation or bank, right, or something like that. This is also tax, but this can be tax fraud and stuff like that, right? But it can be a company, bad policy, bad business, but it can also mean a bad I'm hearing a bad rep or bad rap, something to do with drug addiction here, which is a rap of speed or a rap of something, or a rapper or a bad rapper, right? But like getting a bad reputation, someone's giving someone a bad reputation, or they're giving themselves it, which could be someone that has a lot of pride, because I'm picking up a selfie and I'm selfish, or I'm selfie and I like being watched and I like being looked at, and people are giving me a bad rep because I've slept with a load of people maybe. Sorry if I'm really sweating here, Pisces, but whew, I have to close my window and everything, because apparently we can't have the neighbours here and me talking anything metaphysical, right? But yeah, I'm hearing all kinds of stuff through this, like bad reputation, bad company, bad policy, bad business. But it might mean that this is an extremely expensive person to be able to touch, because it means pride. It means no way, Jose, are you coming anywhere near me, or am I not giving you anything for free? Am I not going to pay you anything more for free? Or like a company that you reach out for and you say, well, yeah, well, I'm going to charge you for it, but it's going to be extremely expensive. This is sensey, the sense that makes no sense. Sensey, a candle, 50 quid for a candle, right? Or like, okay, it's all lovely and whatnot, but we're going to charge you extortionate prices for it, right? Can be here. So it can be a business, right? A business that does not distribute its money out to people, because it can be a bank, right? But it can be a business that distributes its money out to people, but doesn't dish it out fairly. Well, that's a dish served cold. So if you're like got a divorce or something like that, you might see the fact that the narc won and the fact that you lost, here. Because how you think and feel about this person is that you can't win. Edwin or Edwina. The thing is that you can't win. You can't win the fight, whichever way it is. You feel like, man, I can't win no matter what I do or what I say or where I go, I can't win. Right? But like if you're going to court, which can be now where it's coming up and going to court, this might be where, like I said, the person is like taking you to the rinsers, bruv, and like trying to take you for every penny that you've got, right? So really what I'm picking up is a different story to like the brutal honest truth of karma between you and your partner, because what your karmic reading seems to be at the moment is that it seems unfair in your favour, that you want things to go in your favour, but you seem like this person is a complete and utter raving narc, and that it's unfair because they may have took you to the cleaners and wiped you for everything that you've got. Because there was something to do with like money laundering, or money's taking my money and like took all my Bitcoin, or I put all of my eggs in one basket on Bitcoin and lost the fucking lot. Well, if you did, stop gambling your money on Bitcoin, for God's sake, right? It's a corporation that owns billions and millions, right? So, you know, be very careful around sticking your money anywhere, right? Even this is making me think, should I put more money into my pension? But you know, this could be a pension, but for some of you, your message could be where you add a pension. You know, it's drawing to my attention of some of you guys out there that are in twin flame dynamics or whatnot, or you're either like a complete raving lunatic, psychopath, empath, sociopath narc, and you live at a distance from them, because I thought this pinging motion came over. And it can be, look, they just contact you for money, and they get you all wound up and say, okay, I love you and everything else, or like, I just need some money. And then when they got their money, they fuck off. You know, they just want you for money. That's it. They're with you for your money, and then they pretty much cast you aside like a piece of trash. A very upper class person that could be up their arse, maybe. Okay, and they use people for financial gain, because this can be Libra in reverse. Sorry if you're Libras watching, I don't mean all of you guys, but I mean people that use people really just for financial gain, which means, okay, I've got myself a sugar daddy and I've got myself a crying, walking, sleeping, walking doll, and I know that they'll do it because they think that I'm in love with them, but I'm only with them just for money, that's it, right? So, sorry to the person that actually said you might be around this energy, where someone said that they were because it's coming up, that they were a cool girl, okay? Basically, you go out to high-class restaurants and mainly wanted just for the people that you end up with are like all married. That kind of situation, right? It's all like upper-class, swanky kind of like energy here. And I'm only really just with you, not for a relationship, but for money, Jenny, right? So I'm only really in it for the money, that's it. I don't want a relationship. Right, well if you're a cool girl then obviously not, right? So I'm picking up that this is kind of like that situation for some of you, where it's like, you know, I'm not with you for anything else other than my job, which is somebody that gets with people basically as a living, like a really attractive person that you call up and you're like, you know, I mean me, I'd like start drooling at the mouth and start like, hello, my name's Stephen and I would like to know how much you are so I could take you out on a date. Yeah. You know, I'll be like, alright, I'll take myself. But, you know, like that kind of thing, like, you know, you're alright, sweetheart, you're alright, Raquel, how are you? How much are you tonight then? You know, 10 grand? Oh, really? Shit, you must have a good old rack on you, girl, or if not, get off. Right? But, like, you know, well, that would be me all over. Really? But, like, you know, that kind of like upper class swanky, you know, like I mean, because that's pride, man. That's too much pride. That's where I am worth too much to any of you measly mortals. You know, honestly, is really what I'm picking up. Like, you know, someone that loves money that much. I mean, it might not be. You know, I'm not going to tell you this is 100% your story here. But, you know, somebody that is like untouchable, because this is the untouchables, meaning that this person might be protecting everything that they got, you know, a little bit like my channel. When it comes to my channel, I do not want people like start throwing out, oh, I want you to like promote me and all that. No, no. Right, this person could well be within their right to protect them from something, because it could be, for some of you, the story now changes. This person wants to protect themselves from an absolute lunatic narc, right? I'm trying to protect myself from you because you're batshit crazy talking about twin flame energies, right? So calm down on that, Pisces, you know. But like, you know, this person, I'm only looking at it at the moment. People are probably clicked off already and took an offence before they've even let me get the rest of the reading out. This person obviously sees this within their favour, that they think that you're a narcissist, or these people are. Like I said, these people are, because this is a general reading for anybody or anything. But like, I need to protect what's mine, right? Which means I need to protect my children from you because you're a narcissist. Or I need to protect my business from you guys because you're raving lunatics, right? So what's mine is mine, but I need to protect myself from you, which is, well, a protection, with someone saying a protection spell. Well, if you're doing protection spells, you're a witch. Hope you guys all know, if you do anything around, okay, I need to protect myself and concentrate on the dark energy to protect myself, but witchcraft has come up in a general reading, and you're kind of like, my God, I've lost my fucking mind through narcissism and an awakening. And because one person mentioned witchcraft, but I haven't seen it, and I am that person now that is doing protection spells, that is classed as witchcraft. If that came up in a video, like now, and said, okay, there's witchcraft, and some of you guys ran off and started doing protection spells, that might mean me be predicting the future, the fact that it's actually yourselves. Right? You can't protect yourself from dark energy because you're in it. Right? You're in it. You can't protect yourself from shit that doesn't make sense, which is metaphysical. So you can't protect yourself from an energy that you don't know is real, because you make it real. You make the devil real. You feed the energy of the devil, right? So don't feed the power. Don't believe in it, right? You've got to calm your mind down, because your mind creates fear. Your feelings, your emotions create fear. You naturally manifest that into your life by thinking too negatively. There's somebody that can think very negatively in life, completely a lot about other people, or they might think very positively about themselves, but just not about this energy, right? So I can't tell you yet what the rest of the story is, but you know, please, Pisces, for some of you who have just found my channel, do not keep watching twin flame readers, because they could really be teaching you the wrong way, you know. And I've had 7 of them, and I've never been a twin flame reader. Not really. Okay, so I did a thing years ago, but shit, no. Okay, it's not the fact that it isn't real, it's a spiritual connection. I don't want to bore everybody that has heard me going on about this for so long myself. Right, but yeah, so how they think and feel, the fact that this whole scenario is unfair, like there's an unfair advantage, that there is something in the way of like a document that you need to get signed first before you go and do it. So there might be something that you want to go and buy, or that you go to, and you're kind of like, shit, I thought that that was going to be right now. No, there's something that you have to get done first. Majority of people out there all the time, they're already married, they're trying to jump ship whilst in a marriage to a narc, can't leave them because they've got no money or anything, and they're kind of like, well, you know what, I'm not going to leave, I'm just going to stay here forever. Well, you know, some people get married and they throw all their eggs in one basket with no escape plan, which is like a pot of gold in order to use to escape. So they sit there in the loop of hell for like years and years and years, and then take the person to the cleaners that earn all the money. But we had children together, so I'm entitled to your money. And you'll go through that for goddamn ever. You know, you'll go through that forever. So if you're with another person, make sure you got divorced first, right? If not, you're probably sick in this for ages, right? That's really coming up for you, I think it is. It's like someone that's already married, or like there's a divorce here or something, or somebody is very, very, very upper class or up something, okay? But, you know, they think that you're a raving lunatic nut. You think they're up their own arse. So who dares wins, Nobody. It's up to you. But, you know, that's what I've got for you so far, Pisces. So I'm just going to have a little bit of air, a drink, a cigarette, and then I'm going to get on with the rest of your reading. But the rest of your reading is going to pertain to the energies of each other's energy of your mind and your thoughts and your feelings that's creating more hysterical moments. Because my job is to physically try and sort your head out, believe it or not, is to try and sort your head out and calm your energy down so you don't project so much to actually physically manifest that happening. Okay, that's my job, is to try and actually help. So what we go through is the mind and the feelings that are stirred up through this time to try and hopefully not get you to do. And because that's going to create the rest of your reading that will end up happening. Okay. Now, if you can't do anything about this, obviously you can't, because you'll need to watch the Aquarian reading, where I had a whole spiel about how karma and how planets and how being blocked and my chakras and everything work. I think a lot of you probably like it because I can't make another video, because I think that was really informative. I'll just say watch the Aquarian reading, because it was really important about the energy and planets and why things happen. Okay, but the rest of your reading will only be on the full access bundle. It is the same as every other week. There's everything over there: monthlies, weeklies, bi-weeklies, yearlies, God knows what. It's all shoved into one. The new Angel Radio music mixing and mastering that I do also coming out on here very soon also. But the free the download of the MP3 is a part of the full access bundle as well if you want it. But all the links are provided below, but it'll only be the full access bundle. Thanks very much, Pisces, and I'll see you over there.